a black ops world. You know about those. So it's being done where all the data that they get is kept very close to the vest because they've done the investment. And starting out, it's very hard to put that money out. And I can guarantee you the first people involved in that are lawyers, because they don't want that money that they've spent to be just taken by anybody. So it is a problem.
Going to make a presentation on the general features of additive manufacturing over here in the next hour. So that's why he's leaving right now. And follow me. But let me get back to the question that was asked back here about numbers. If we're making $200,000 or $300,000 a part, you forget it. Other than product development, it's going to save you quite a bit of time and money in doing that. But let me give you a case study of something I worked on a while back. We had a problem. We had to do a solution for it. We made the parts I had them. They worked great. We built approximately about 2,000 or 3,000 of these assembly, 5-part assemblies before the hard tool kicked in. And then we went on our merry way and forgot about it. There came a couple times over the years where all of a sudden we needed 4,200 and we had 4,050. So what we do? We implemented on-demand manufacturing and made the rest of them out of the additive manufacturing to complete the lot order size. So we didn't have to interrupt production somewhere else and put the tooling in over there. So there's a lot of value added in additive. And a lot of value added where you can change a product slightly from this group over here and that group over there, that sometimes it's hard to put a dollar amount onto. But the bottom line is that your customers love you for it. So, any other questions?
What would they recommend if average shop owner wants to get into this method? Say, go ahead and start looking for a machine, don't buy a machine, don't buy the service provider.
Well, I'll take that one. So if I understood your question is, you know, I'm a company. I've got 3 parts that I think might be good for additive. The first thing you would do is I would go to one of the OEMs. I'd actually go to 4 different ones and said, I'm interested in buying a machine, make me these 3 parts. And you know what? Usually they'll build them for you, right? And when you do that, tell them, I don't want it finished. I want it right off the machine. Why? So you'll know what it takes to finish those parts, right? Get those parts back, evaluate them. Now you take the next step. Let's go ahead and make 20 of these things done through a service bureau in the area. And there's all kinds of links, and I can help you find those links for companies that will make those parts for you. Then you can determine the cost per part, build a business case up for it, and determine if you want to buy a machine or not, or can you outsource it. It's actually relatively pretty simple. It's what you do now, right? Does that answer your question?
Yes.
I'll take a little different approach to that. If you have the resources in your community, I'd go to your college. The colleges are investing in this technology. The colleges need companies to invest in them. If you have that opportunity within your region, I'd get into your college. You'll both learn. For the money you're going to spend, you have 2 people benefiting, and you'll get 10 times on your dollar in the future for that resource, as well as find your next employee that's going to run that machine. So following a trial out through the school, you learn some things. Go to the OEM, as Kevin was saying, and then you come to that point where you start to buy into capacity through a service bureau if they're affordable. You'll have to make that business decision. I'll tell you, you will always need a service bureau. And you'll probably want a service bureau network that you can compete them against each other to keep that going. Because the minute you buy your machine, you'll be over capacity or under capacity, and within 3 months you'll be over capacity, and you're going to have a seesaw curve there that you're going to need to up and fill. And without a service bureau you trust to deliver your product your way, you're going to have trouble balancing that curve as you grow.
one great thing about our community is that we're really tight. We've all struggled together. We're even working with competitors, and we have worked together commonly. And we're finding geographically as people start learning that Castor Corporation over here has got a direct mill machine running Inconel, and I got one over here running aluminum, and I've got one here running 14, stainless steel over here. And so you start leveraging each other and building parts with each other to mutual benefits, and it's working out real well.
Gentlemen, I want to thank you very much for being our distinguished panelist and moderator. Barry, I can't thank you enough for joining us. Bill Macy is doing our Student Summit tomorrow with our SME Foundation. Thank you very much. Kevin, always our industry leader at SME. I'd like to welcome you. First of all, thank you all for attending this panel discussion. You're invited. Please join us in the SME booth. You'll be able to continue your conversations with the additive specialist. Todd Grimm is doing his strategic presentation right now. And Tooling U also has an additive training program that they'll be demonstrating in the booth. Top Spot is going to have their brew and view in the theater at this time. And please stick around the show for a show floor reception. Thank you very much.